If you've ever gone fishing, you know the importance of choosing the right bait. A good lure can make or break an angler's day, filling the boat with fish or leaving them empty-handed. Likewise, formal presentations of information often need a good lure to capture the audience's attentions and engage them in what you have to say. This is the purpose of an introduction, the short beginning segment of any presentation that requests or sometimes demands that it be focused upon. A good introduction captures attention, gives the audience a reason to listen, and eases them into your subject, establishing your arguments and previewing what comes next. So, how do we hook the audience? There are many different lures from which to choose. An interesting fact or statistic can surprise the audience and entice them to know more. These types of introductions show that you are knowledgeable and have researched your topic. When audiences hear a startling data point, particularly something they didn't know before, they are drawn into your research and the story surrounding your data. Likewise, a quotation can be used. People love to learn the thoughts of historic and distinctive people. We take comfort in knowing that great people have experienced life in ways that can be related to our own trials and tribulations. Shared wisdom is important to us, particularly when it applies to our own life. A quote can add a measure of profundity to your introduction, setting the tone for what comes next. Alternately, a question starts your presentation with a bit of interaction. Even if you don't intend the audience to answer out loud, the simple act of asking forces us to think about an answer. Having considered your inquiry, we become naturally invested. Will your answer be the same or different? Humor can also be used. A good joke can loosen the mood and make us think differently. It sets a more casual and friendlier tone, and may grant us a little stress-relieving laughter. Be careful when using humor, though. A bad or offensive joke can ruin your presentation before it begins, making it almost impossible to recover. Finally, a good story can open your audience to many things. Anecdotes, illustrations, references to personal or historical events. I group all of these under the category of story. People love a good story, and one well presented can transport us in moments, engaging our thoughts and feelings. Stories are powerful, but they should be kept short and related to your main points if used in an introduction. After luring the audience in, we set the hook, presenting our arguments and why they should listen. I like to think of an introduction like a triangle, starting with wide appeal, then funneling the audience into our main points. In formal papers and presentations, one of the final sentences of the introduction is often a thesis sentence, setting forth your argument and assertions. The thesis is the main idea of your presentation, wrapped up into a single sentence. A thesis succinctly tells us what you are trying to convey. If you can't distill your thoughts into a single sentence, you may have made your points too complex. Oftentimes, the simpler, the better. Overall, your introduction should take about 10 to 20% of your presentation time. If you are presenting for about 10 minutes, aim for something between 1 and 2 minutes in length. This is enough time to set up what you're saying without taking too much away from your main points. Despite the short length, a good introduction is vitally important to presenting in an interesting and effective manner. By grabbing attention, stating your intentions, and previewing your main points, your audience is more likely to stick around and listen. This is the first step in making your thoughts matter. And remember, attention is a powerful thing. Don't squander it. Thanks for watching.